So yeah, you've had a couple of sessions now. It's an interesting experience going through it, isn't it? So all it is there's a lot of people out there which have similar sort of things, but they don't know where to turn half the time. And what I do is quite weird, to put it in one way. It's kind of out there for some people. Some people get it. Some people are like, well, that's a bit crazy. But what the thing is does it work? So, I mean, from your experience, what has been your experience?
Okay. Well, you were first introduced to me by my friend, by one of my neighbours. And I got this message from him. And what he did, it just sort of said, well, you sometimes, get down and you get stressed. And I know somebody who I think could really help you. So I was quite intrigued. And he said, oh, yeah, this fella comes round your house with forks and he does all this wacky stuff. And believe it or not, I carried on listening to him. And the reason was because of his conviction in what he was telling me when I saw him, and because of his enthusiasm. And then when he started mentioning the tapping and the energy, I was completely sold, because I'm quite a spiritual person myself. And I was really intrigued. And then, of course, when I met you, when you first came to my house, I was just incredibly impressed, because it's very different when you're one-to-one doing this sort of work, because it's completely focused on your sticking points and the issues that you have. And I think the best way I could tell people about the kind of work that you do is it's a little bit like the deep-rooted issues that you have are like the weeds that you have, and you may not be completely aware of them and how and what they may be, but you know that you have issues within your life that may be preventing you from doing things. And what you do is you work with people, like you've worked with me, to find those. And it's like you're uprooting them. So you're uprooting these roots, these weeds, so that you no longer have them. They're not there anymore. And then you're able to, like I've been able to, move on in your life. And you've got that greater confidence that you weren't able to have before, in a way that other forms of therapy and other things just haven't been able to, that I personally haven't been able to access before. And the work that you do one-to-one when you come around the house is just as powerful over Skype. And I've just found the whole experience extremely wonderful, really.
Oh, excellent. Yeah, I was going to ask you that about the difference, because you've obviously had an in-person session and then we've gone over to Skype. And there's a lot of people that think, how the hell do you do that over Skype?
Yeah. But you can still feel when you're doing the work with the tuning forks and things like that. It's just exactly the same, because you can still feel the energy and everything like that, the fuzziness and everything going. It's just the same.
And kind of the information I find, and when I explain it, it's often like today, it's like, yeah, that's exactly how I feel. That's exactly right. The level of accuracy doesn't change either, does it?
No. I like it when, I think the spookiest bits are when you say, you do your work and then you'll turn to you and you'll say, what was going on when you were 27, or what was going on when you were 4? And you've always got it bang on. It just relates exactly to, and sometimes you don't even realise at the time that that's where this issue that you have now, that's where it stemmed from, whatever it may have been.
But when it's pointed out, it's like, why didn't I see that before?
Yeah, no. It's not something that's upsetting. It's just that's where it came from, and that's where we're going back to uproot, so it's gone.
Awesome.